Buying a new home can be an overwhelming process, and what you see isn't always what you get. In this story, Shaw TV's Shannon Greer uncovers the importance of home inspections.
Most future homeowners can identify a leaky faucet or out-of-date appliance. But taking only exterior issues into consideration when purchasing a home can lead to money down the drain.
Before you buy a house, there's a lot of repairs and things that may be needed in the house that you're not aware of. For example, on this house, a roof. This roof was originally a tar and gravel roof, and had it needed to be repaired, you'd be looking at probably over a $12,000 bill.
After down payments, lawyers' fees, and moving expenses, $12,000 isn't a realistic expenditure for most buyers. So how can you prevent your future dream home from turning into a neighborhood nightmare?
The mechanics are probably the last things that people look at, is how old the water heater is, and those type of things. So, and it's easy to fall in love with the house, and like they say, love is blind. You fall in love with it, and you turn a blind eye to some of those other sightly things that may be fairly obvious, but you have someone there, professional, to kind of help keep you and help you understand that, hey, there is going to be some costs here, that those got to be considered as well as the cosmetics.
Which is where a certified home inspector like Ryan Levitt comes in, checking over 400 items in the home from the foundation to the roof.
Common problems are usually handyman repairs throughout the house, where they've been trying to fix plumbing or wiring that can cause safety issues, or cause major systems in the home not to function properly.
To the average person, this plumbing looks up to code, but a professional home inspector finds these pipes are actually missing a key component that can allow sewer gas to enter the home.
It can look like everything was flowing and draining fine to the sink, but after we look further underneath the sink, we see that we've got a number of little issues going on here. We have a leak going on to the drain assembly here. A handyman's used electrical tape to seal that up, as well as we're missing the key component of all sink drain assemblies, and that is the P-trap, which is a standing U-shape of water that prevents any sewer gas from backing up and entering into the house.
Professional home inspectors use specialized equipment to expose internal problems that lay beyond the naked eye.
One of the most important features on a furnace, especially an old furnace, is the heat exchanger, which is essentially just a large chunk of metal. We just want to ensure there's no cracks or holes to that heat exchanger, which may allow products combustion into the air supply and promote unsafe air quality for the house. The most important gas we're testing for is actual carbon monoxide. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use what we call a borescope, which has a little camera on it and a little sight lens here where I'll be able to actually look right up into the heat exchanger and inspect it for any cracks or holes. So that's the metal interior components of the heat exchanger. And you can see a little bit of light rust, a little bit of light corrosion. But that heat exchanger actually, for its age, is in excellent shape. This furnace is original to the house, so it's over 40 years old.
Home inspections are commonly done for new buyers, but they aren't the only ones who can benefit from a home examination.
You're actually seeing a lot of home inspections that are done for people before they sell their home. They want to put it up and actually present a home inspection. But inspections are also useful for people before their home warranty expires on new homes, or someone just interested in the overall condition of their home so they can stay up on the upkeep or maintenance or repairs that might be needed in the future.
In Alberta, there's no legislation requiring home inspectors to be licensed. So it's important to assess your inspector before he assesses your home.
You want to look for someone who is licensed, who follows industry standards that are set by an association that require the home inspector to inspect certain items in the house, as well as very important, you want to make sure your inspector carries errors and omissions insurance. Everyone's human. If an inspector does miss something, you want to be protected, and errors and omission insurance is really the only way to protect you against something that an inspector might miss.
So you know that sold sign is sitting on a solid foundation. For Shaw TV, I'm Shannon Greer.
If you would like to schedule a home inspection or find more information, you can contact Amerispec Inspection Services at 381-8636 or log on to their website amerispec.ca/Lethbridge.